good. He's not sitting it down at the position where the Scourges are. Instead, maybe he'll be heading up to this location here. See how that does. Okay, so we've got 2 dropship loads. There doesn't seem to be any Scourges around just yet, but we've got a Defiler there and a number of Zerglings coming in. It looks like oh, there's a plague off the entire drop, but we've still got plenty of. Oh no! Look at that! Look at that! 6 Ultralisks just pouring out of nowhere from that. Well, pouring out of that Nidus Canal, not from nowhere. And oh my gosh! So this has been disaster day, not D-Day, not been drop day or anything. It's been disaster day for these drops. Savior actually is actually expanding at the island at the 6 o'clock and dropping off a drone. I'm not sure if you guys see it too clearly that there's a drone underneath that Overlord there at the 12 o'clock. So Savior expanding around. He's not content to just sit around with the entire left half of the map minus that one expansion in the middle, mind you, at the 9. But he's going to take the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock as well. So this is just going to be an economic bonus. Unlike the current United States financial situation, Savior is really going to have it rocking in the StarCraft universe with plenty of cash. He's not going to have to do any bailouts whatsoever. We've got Overlords pouring in with, look at these Terrans trying to scramble in response. We've got tons of them heading down to the southeast of the map, but these Ultralisks are going to scream over the missile turrets and head straight into this expansion here. So not only is Savior really getting ahead with the expansions here, but he's starting to pick off some of the flashes, just trying to keep the lid on the Terran economic boom here. Get rid of his property. And in the middle of the map, Savior's actually sent in a handful of Zerglings and Ultralisks. That's what you want to do against tanks, just to make sure they waste their firepower on the Zerglings and get some splash kills on themselves. But look at that, 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, so 12 barracks is pumping Marines. And this is going to be tough, regardless of what Savior does. He's doing very well, though. And Flash just keeping some Marines down there at the bottom left to defend. We've got an Overlord with a double payload of Ultralisks there. And Scourges all over the science vessels. That's nasty. Flash still has a battery of tanks smack bang in the middle of the map. And here's a couple of Overlords. Not sure what Savior's going to do with this. Right in the heart of the Terran territory. He's just hanging there with his Overlord. I'm not sure why he's not dropping off the Overlords. Maybe he wants to save them. And I'm not sure why the Marines aren't attacking it either. Probably because they're rallied to the natural. But boy, what a game this is shaping up to be. What an epic. Yikes. And taking a look at Savior's forces, he's still got small pockets of them. They're not going to do too well against this large group in the middle with the number of units that Flash has here. You can see from the menu bar down the bottom that we still haven't got rid of those Overlords in that. Haven't got rid of the Ultras in that Overlord there. Oh, and finally, look at this. Finally, we've got a drop which is successful here by Flash. This is about the first time he's done a decent drop, denying Savior that 6 o'clock and actually totally wiping out everything that was there. Hopefully he can do that with a 12 o'clock. In fact, I think he may. I think he may have just done that. In fact, a double drop there by Flash. Finally, we've got some good dropship action here, preventing Savior from going into the 12 and 6 o'clock. In fact, that surely would have proved disastrous for Flash later on, I feel. And trying to stay out of the way of these Scourges. Unfortunately, he's not managed to do that significantly. We've got Plague all over these Marines. A couple of defense metrics that isn't really going to help here because Savior's being relentless with these Zerglings. Luckily, some reinforcements are arriving and picking everything off. But here come the rest of the Zerg forces. It's pretty much going to be a constant stream now that Savior's packed down. And he's on 6 bases now, well, 5 mineral patches that are active. Surrounding the tanks again, and tanks are pretty expensive units. He's getting them totally annihilated here. Almost down to the last 2 tanks. He's got another 2 tanks coming along, so not too bad. In fact, I feel you're going to be seeing a lot more stuff from Flash constantly, and it's basically just going to be an epic macro game from now on. I mean, it has been for the last 5 or 10 minutes. But both players are in a great position macro-wise to just keep throwing forces against each other, and it's going to come down to who can do that the best. And I'm not going to say that Flash is better at macro than Savior. I mean, Savior throughout history has proved that. But yeah, I mean, Flash has just been a monster in the past. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. Big fight going down right here. We've got Ultralisks, which have been pretty much fully upgraded now. The Marines have also been fully upgraded, so it's going to be a stalemate. But when the Defiler arrives, it's a totally different story, though. And as everybody knows, Savior's Defiler micromanagement is great. We've heard that from events like the WWI and BlizzCon, people just watching Savior off his shoulder, just saying how amazed they are with this Defiler micromanagement. And these Marines are not going to be able to stop these Ultralists very easily. Finally, we've got some reinforcements. We've got a huge number of medics just unkillable here by the Zerg because of the AI and the quick healing of the medics. And this is looking really close. Finally, we're getting some kills on these Ultralists, but again, a swarm's going off. And if Savior can actually keep pouring in with these Defilers and keep a constant streaming them up, he should be able to keep Flash on the back foot. I just don't really know what Flash ought to do. I guess more drops and more dropships heading everywhere on the map will be the only way you can really stop Savior here. Otherwise, it's going to come down to whoever can mine their side of the map out last and catch the island expansions. That's what it's going to come down to, because neither side's really gaining a lot of ground here. More Ultralists coming in, so this is actually going to be quite tough to defend against. Hopefully we get some more defense matrices here, or at least, oh my god, losing the vessels instead. And instead of using their abilities here, we've just got death in the skies. There's finally an Irradiate. Flash coming in with some more defenses, popping out a couple of Ultralists. Hopefully we can get the rest of them. But so much armor, so much hit points, and another plague going down. These medics are probably running out of energy. Yes, they are. And it looks like the Terrans, in the middle of the map at least, are losing the war of attrition. We've got a dropship, but it's not loaded up with any Marines at all. If it had a few of them, maybe we could get a drop happening somewhere. This looks bad, though. This looks bad. Zerglings streaming in and actually getting some undefended kills here against the... oh my god, and there's more of them too. Over here at the bottom right. So this, if Savior can break past the middle defense here by Flash, which pretty much appears to be unassailable with the reinforcements coming in so quickly. In fact, hold that thought, because the Zerg may just about to be overrunning them. Oh my god, more Scourges crushing the vessels here, just charging straight into them. Ouch. And we've got a lot of Zerglings overrunning Terran forces down the bottom right, and this is going to hurt Flash's economy. This invincible economy, and yeah, Flash may be needing a bailout from the US government. Sorry about these stupid jokes, but I think the analogy is going to be true here, because Flash, he's starting to be withered down. He's down to about 500 minerals, and before he had thousands in the bag. He's still on about 150 supply, but he's not going to be able to keep that up, because Savior can keep throwing Zerglings and Ultralists at him for a good 10 or 15 minutes, I believe, given the number of expansions that he has. Flash is taking the 12 o'clock, but he's pretty much all out of stuff down at the bottom right. We've got more Zerglings streaming in over the top, so if he can actually isolate these small pockets of Zerg units, this is going to be disastrous for Flash. He's building some Firebats now, as he needs to. I think he should have probably built Firebats a little bit earlier on as well, just to try and keep them in the mix. It's quite hard to remember to build 3 different types of infantry types when you're trying to pump out stuff from the barracks so quickly. It's very hard to remember and hard to do, but it is possible to get all 3 types of infantry out and get some stuff happening. But all those medics dying, we've got a drop coming in. There are the Firebats streaming out of the factories, but they're streaming out of the barracks, but they're all heading to the rally point. In the meantime, Savior is dropping units off around Flash's buildings. So this is very nice play here by Savior. He's even getting to those 2 Ultralists which he had saved up from that Overlord that he forgot about earlier on in the game, and they're coming back to actually seal the deal from him. So I think this is going to be it for Savior. Fantastic play. I wouldn't have picked him as the winner 10 minutes ago. In fact, I was actually picking Flash to win this, just given the sheer number of expansions and Flash's severe reputation for macroing into a win in those sorts of situations. Flash rarely loses when the game goes on for as long as a game like this does in a situation like this. But Savior has just proven that he just can't be ruled out. He's just too good when it comes to sort of other people letting him get away with stuff that he wants to do, and that's what's happened here. Flash has just lost all of his expansions in the space of 5 minutes, apart from this 12 o'clock, but he's losing his main as well, and he's got his barracks surrounded by units, and this is it, guys. Flash has just lost to Savior. It has happened before, and maybe it'll happen again, but despite Savior being dropped out of the OSL and the MSL, I don't think this is the end of him. I just don't think that we've seen the last of Marjayun, the maestro Savior Zerg player. And wow. Hope you guys will be joining me for some more StarCraft commentaries. I will be commentating on some more Dawn of War, but for now, StarCraft. Go StarCraft. See you guys later.